For the function f, for every increase of 1 over 2 in the value of x, the value of f of x increases by a factor of c, where c is a constant. Which of the following forms of function f displays the value of c as a base or coefficient? Okay, according to the information, the value of x will be increased by 1 over 2. Let me take the initial value of x as 0 and the other value of x as 1 over 2. Because the value of x increases by 1 over 2, when I take x equals 0 and x equals 1 over 2, the value of x increases by 1 over 2 according to the given information. Now, let's get the value of the function f of x in each answer choice when x equals to 0. Okay, when I plug in x equals to 0 over here, 6 times 0 is 0, that is 2 to the power of 0. 2 to the power of 0 is 1. 1 times 56 is 56. Okay, when x equals to 0, then the value of the function f of x in answer choice A is 56. Now let's do the same thing in answer choice B. Let's plug in x equals to 0 here. Then 2 times 0 is 0. That is 8 to the 8 raised to the power of 0 equals to 1. 1 times 56 is 56. And here when I plug in x equals to 0, 64 to the 0th power is 1. 1 times 56 is 56. And here again when I plug in x equals to 0 here, 4096 is raised to the power of 0, that is equal to 1. 1 times 56 is 56. Okay, in all the answer choices, I am getting f of the value of the given function as 56 when x equals to 0. Now, let's get the value of the function f of x in answer choice A when x equals to 1 by 2. For that, we have to plug in this value 1 over 2 for x over here. Then I'm getting 56 times 2 to the power of 6 times 1 over 2 is 3. And the value of 2 to the third power is 8. Then I'm getting 56 times 8. 56 times 8 is 448. Okay, when x equals to 0, the value of the function f of x in answer choice A is 56. When the value of x is increased by 1 half, that is from 0 to 1 over 2, the value of the function f of x in answer choice A is 448. But we have to get the factor by which f of x increases. Okay, how do we have to get the factor by which f of x increases? For that, we have to divide the value of the function f of x when x equals to 1 by 2, that is 448. It has to be divided by the value of f of x when x equals to 0, that is 56. When I do such division, I am getting 8. So when the value of x is increased from 0 to 1 over 2, the value of the function f of x in answer choice A increases by a factor of 8. So this is the value of c, because the information says f of x increases by a factor of c. Here we got the result f of x increases by a factor of 8. Okay, now we have to check, we have this value 8 either as base or coefficient in the function f of x in answer choice A. No, I don't find this factor 8, that is the value of c, as a base or coefficient over here. So answer choice A is incorrect. Okay, now let me erase this stuff and check the answer choice B. Okay, already we got the value of the function f of x in answer choice B when x equals to 0, that is 56. Now let's get the value of the same function f of x in B when x equals to 1 over 2. So that is 56 times 8 to the power of, when I plug in x equals to 1 over 2 over here, we get 2 times 1 over 2. 2 times 1 over 2 is just 1. Then we get 56 times 8. That is equal to 56 times 8 is 448. Again, to get the factor by which f of x increases, we have to divide this value 448 by the value 56. That is the value of function when x equals to 0. When I do such division, I'm getting 8. So when the value of x increases by 1 over 2, f of x increases by a factor of 8 in answer choice B. Now we have to check, we have this value 8 either as base or coefficient over here. Clearly, we have this value 8 as a base over here in the function f of x in answer choice B. So the correct answer choice for this question is B. Anyways, we can verify the remaining two answer choices as well. So for that, we have to plug in this value 1 over 2 for x into the function f of x and answer choice C. Then we get 56 times 64 to the power of 1 over 2 and 56 times. Okay, when I evaluate the value of this one using decimal 64 to the power of 1 over 2, I am getting 8. Then we get 448. Now let's get the factor by which f of x increases. For that, we have to divide this 448 by 56. I am getting 8. Okay, here f of x increases by a factor of 8, but we don't find this 8 either as a base or coefficient over here. So answer choice C is incorrect. Okay, now let me erase the stuff and check the last answer choice D. Okay, for that we have to plug in this 1 over 2 for x over here. Then I'm getting 56 times of 4096 to the power of 1 over 2 divided by 2 equals to 56 times of 4096. When I simplify this one, I'm getting 1/4. Okay, 56 times, when I evaluate the value of this one, I'm getting 8. 8 times 56 is again 4000, sorry, my bad, 448. Now to get the factor by which f of x increases, we have to divide this value 448 by the value we got it for f of x when x equals to 0, that is 56. Again, I get the same factor 8, that is f of x increases by the factor of 8, but we don't find this 8 either as a base or coefficient. Over here, we can reject answer choice D. Therefore, the correct answer choice for this question is B.